Good morning, class 9. Once again, welcome back to e-learning platform of St. Michael Higher Secondary, Bettiya. Myself, Sanjay Kumar Tiwari, welcoming you to e-learning platform. Students, in previous videos that I have uploaded, I started teaching you subject verb concord. Most of the important rules have been taught. Now, rest few rules are there which I am going to teach you today. Students, most important rules have been taught and examples have been made clear to you. Students, now I am going to just teach you few rules left for making your knowledge better and making your future bright. Students, when a plural noun comes between a singular subject and its verb, the verb agrees with the subject and not with the nearest plural. It means the rule is very much clear that when a plural noun comes between a singular verb and its verb, it means there should be a verb and singular subject, and in those words a plural noun comes, the rules that you have to follow, the guideline that you have to follow regarding the rule, the verb agrees with the subject and not with the nearest plurals. I am sharing few examples here. Each of the watermelons is sweet. Each one of our group is just inspiring. Neither of the men was busy. You find that the noun that has come is plural, but the verb has been used according to this one. So the rule is very much clear. You have to keep in mind when a plural noun comes between a singular subject and its verb, the verb should agree with the subject and not with the nearest plural. Students, now semi-modal verbs are here which you have to keep in mind. The semi-modal verbs are need, dare, ought, used. They are the verbs that have some of the characteristics and some of the characteristics of modal verbs. So they are known as semi-modals, and we have to keep the usage of these semi-modals in our mind. First, I am making it clear use of dare and need. They are sometimes used to be used with a to infinitive and sometimes with a base form alone. The rules are very much clear that they are used with to infinitive. It means 2 plus V1, and sometimes they are used with a base form, and that base form may be without 2. I daren't tell her I need to look at a file on this computer. You need not wait for me. In the first example, you find that it has been used as a verb which needs base form. Base form means the form of the verb that is known as V1, that is known as main form, that is known as foundation form. So many names are there. So they are known as semi-modals because they may be used with infinitive form of the verb or with the base form alone. Next one, ought and used. Use of ought and used. Ought and used do not change form, but they are always used with a 2 plus infinitive. They cannot change their forms. They should not be changed their forms. But one thing that we have to keep in our mind, that we have to use them, always use them with a 2 plus infinitive. It means 2 plus V1 you can say. I ought to learn more grammar. I used to enjoy grammar. So please keep these 3 rules in your mind, and they may be helpful in solving your questions given at the examination time. Students, these are all about subject verb concord, subject verb agreement, and they should be kept in mind. You should go on revising more and more, and you should also try to have more and more practices. Students, now I am going to give you some questions which you have to do in your school copy, that should be bought from school. Don't do in these questions, these homeworks, whatever are given by any teacher of our school, they have to be done in school copy only. Students, the first question, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. Verbs are not given, you have to supply according to your sense and your idea, but the sentence should bear correct and concrete meaning, so keep it in mind. The second question, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. The same question and the same motto of the question has been repeated, and the same thing you have to do in your question number last, which is question number 3 for your examination. And you have to keep in mind that all these questions are very important regarding examination point of view. You may also have more practices if you have any other books. The chapter that I have taught is now going to be concluded. So students, watch it, understand it. If you have any query, ask me. I am always ready to cooperate you, and I am always ready to just solve your problems, whatever is there on the way. Thank you.